Have you ever wondered how far someone will go to hide their dark secrets? Prepare to be captivated by the wild tale of Jodi Arias, the girlfriend who took relationship drama to a whole new level, faking her boyfriend's death like a master illusionist. It's a plot twist even Hollywood couldn't dream up. In February 2006, Jodi Arias, a 26-year-old salesperson, and Travis Alexander, a 28-year-old motivational speaker, crossed paths. Their relationship quickly turned intense, but ended after just 5 months. However, Jodi's infatuation persisted. She shifted to an apartment near Travis's Arizona house, gaining the reputation of a crazy stalker ex among his friends. Despite their breakup, Travis occasionally engaged in sexual encounters with Jodi, even late at night. While Travis aimed to move forward, Jodi wanted a committed relationship. Travis had a Cancun retreat scheduled for July 10th. For that trip, Travis had chosen another woman named Mimi Hall, with whom Travis had been romantically attached for some time. Jodi's heartbreak quickly transformed into rage, and a sinister plan started brewing in her mind. On June 4th, just 6 days before Travis's Mexico trip, Jodi unexpectedly showed up again. What unfolded next remained a mystery, but the outcome was horrifying. Jodi brutally stabbed Travis 27 times, slit his throat, and even shot him in the face. Do you remember, folks? There's a saying that love has no boundaries. This is the negative version of it. Astoundingly, amidst the chaos, Travis's camera accidentally captured 2 haunting photos. One as Jodi dropped it during the attack, and another as she inadvertently kicked it while moving his lifeless body. Afterward, Jodi meticulously cleaned the crime scene for approximately 45 minutes, erasing any trace of her presence. She deleted the incriminating pictures from Travis's camera and disposed of it in the washing machine. She then went to the house of another man named Ryan Burns in Utah and made it look like nothing happened. Travis Alexander's lifeless body lay undiscovered for days, while Jodi, seemingly helpful, contacted the police and agreed to provide a DNA sample. Unaware to her, forensic experts discovered her fingerprints all over the crime scene, despite her attempts to hide the evidence. As the investigation intensified, Jodi shamelessly posted pictures and emotional messages on Facebook, ignorant to the mounting suspicion. Finally, 41 days after the murder, the Mesa Police Department launched their case, with Detective Flores leading the charge. Then she was brought in for the interrogation. The detective cleverly directed the conversation towards Travis, as Jodi clung to hope for 45 suspenseful minutes. Jodi desperately tried to make it seem like she and Travis had a good relationship, but it was just too much. Everyone, including Travis and his friends, had called her the crazy stalker ex. It was ridiculous to think he would talk about any future romantic involvement with Jodi. The detective boldly claimed that Travis had been friend-zoned by Mimi, yet he chose to invite her instead of Jodi. It's like presenting dinner in front of a starving lioness. As we all know, she became the victim of jealousy.
It kind of sounded immature. It's more of like my dear Travis kind of letter. And so I took it down because...
More personal?
Yeah, some of it was details a little bit more personal. Not too personal, nothing inappropriate. Just, I just felt funny. I think because I'm a photographer, I tend to communicate more through pictures. So I posted a ton of pictures that I had of him. And I have a ton more that I just can't access right now.
Detective Flores repeatedly questioned her, highlighting the illogical aspects of her trip. She pretended confusion rather than acknowledging the incriminating photographs, adding to the psychological tension of the investigation. Then, the detective delves into the damning DNA evidence discovered at the crime scene. It includes Jodi's blood, a chilling mixture of Jodi and Travis's blood, strands of her hair, and even her bloody palm print. The tension escalates as Jodi is confronted with a shocking photograph, which was captured accidentally.
About that trip?
I honestly got lost. It's bad timing.
Were you at Travis's house on Wednesday?
Absolutely not. I was nowhere near Mesa. I was nowhere near Phoenix. I wasn't even close to him.
What if I could show you proof you were there? Will that change your mind?
I wasn't there.
You can be honest with me, Jodi.
I was not at Travis's house. I was not.
Her ability to swiftly shift emotions, it's like a master of emotional origami, folding happiness, sadness, and excitement with effortless precision. When her attempts to raise her character by expressing care for spiders and pets fall flat, she seemingly transitions from sorrowful to analytical, aiming to manipulate the detective's perception of her once again.
Anything that had anything to do with his death in any way.
It's not if to me.
I wouldn't.
It's not if. It's not if at all.
Well, to me it is. I would be more than remorseful.
Is it maybe something you're blocking out of your head?
I don't think so. I mean, I tend to write everything down. I just finished the book, The Road Less Traveled.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, the true definition of sanity is dedication to reality at all costs.
After being taken to the county jail and charged with Travis Alexander's murder, Jodi faced a relentless overnight stay. It would be 16 hours before she returned to the Siskiyou County Sheriff's Office for her second interrogation, commencing at around 9:30 a.m. This time, the investigators had a strategic game plan, analyzing the previous day's footage. They had gained insights into Jodi's personality. Detective Blaney took the lead, employing a calculated approach. He scolded and criticized Jodi's character, while simultaneously stoking fear and apprehension. Right from the start, the detective made it abundantly clear that Jodi's fabricated innocence and sickly sweet facade would not sway them. Jodi's self-esteem was systematically shattered, using tactics that might be seen as bullying or abuse in different circumstances. In this cat-and-mouse game, Jodi cleverly shifts focus to trivial aspects of her relationship, painting herself positively. But Officer Blaney, less patient than Officer Flores, snaps her back to the murder's core. It's a tense dance between manipulation and determination as the truth arises nearer.
That I wanted to talk with you this morning. There's a couple of reasons, actually. Let me say this: it's obvious to me that you're not our typical suspect. You come from a good home, a good family. Your parents obviously care about you. That was evident, when they talked to him yesterday. And you're a bright girl. Probably more intelligent than you were letting on yesterday. And there's no question in my mind or any of the other investigators' mind.
Jodi, visibly exhausted and terrified, finds herself under the watchful gaze of both the detectives in the adjoining room. In a breakthrough moment, it became abundantly clear that the detective possessed no sympathy for the suspect, despite her delicate attempts. The strategic game of good cop, bad cop pays off, creating a stronger sense of trust and rapport. Jodi poured over her emotions while the detective adopted a sympathetic and understanding tone.
All of this time that you and I have been talking, and I got information from your other interview, you are talking about insignificant things at this point. You're talking about money, you're talking about material things, you're talking about everything but...
I'm just talking about people I care about.
You're talking about everything but how bad you feel about Travis. You only respond to my questions.
Yet, a fascinating twist emerged as she recovered composure. For some unthinkable reason, she made a weird request to see the photos of Travis, but specifically those taken after his brutal murder. One can't help but wonder if she seeks a twisted satisfaction from such a haunting spectacle. She didn't deny her presence, but tried to deflect the accusation, claiming the pictures weren't taken for that reason. It became evident that she realized the irreparable holes in her story. She reluctantly admitted to being at the scene of the crime, forcing her to scramble her thoughts in a desperate attempt to construct a self-preserving narrative.
More of a selfish reason. I think it might give me some sense of closure. I know it's kind of morbid. I don't even think I really deserve closure.
What is it you want to know about the photos? Do you want to see the room? Do you want to see the bathroom, or do you want to see him, or is it the photos before it happened that you want to see?
I think the photos of after everything.
Now let's see how she planned the story to prevent the accusation. The mail, uncharged phone, and forgotten charger were part of her story. She painted herself as a heroic defender against a female attacker. Things got strange when she claimed the assailant returned without her leaving. Random details about fictional assailants continued, raising more questions. The detective eventually ended the interrogation, leaving us captivated by the layers of deception and unanswered mysteries.
I got Travis, and he wasn't like standing up, really. He wasn't really doing much, and I was trying to get him, and she came back I got him kind of far, like right here. She came back.
In a courtroom on January 2nd, 2013, she found herself in a real-life version of Orange is the New Black. Exactly 4 years, 6 months, and 2 days after Travis's murder, the defense team faced a daunting challenge. They realized that the story of assassination wouldn't impress the jury, given Jodi's extensive efforts to cover up the crime. Now, they had come up with a new explanation for Jodi's web of lies, but the hole she had dug herself into was incredibly deep, and her lawyers worked hard to find a way to save her. Would they be able to find a convincing argument and pull Jodi out of this dangerous situation? The courtroom drama unfolded as the defense fought to untangle the truth from the intricate web of deception. The defense cunningly portrayed Jodi as the innocent victim and Travis as the calculated villain. Then, the defense took a different approach, claiming that Travis had a history of violence towards Jodi, causing her fear. They argued that the killing was an act of self-defense. The attorney highlighted the unsettling moment when Jodi photographed Travis in the shower, which became a pivotal piece of evidence in this complex case.
He drops Travis's camera. And as that camera was falling, that was enough for Travis, because he lunged at Jodi in anger, knocking her to the ground in the bathroom where there was a struggle. Jodi's life was in danger. In just a minute from this picture, we go to the next picture, where it's Travis's body. He's clearly injured already.
Here, the truth was started to reveal when the prosecution presented a crucial piece of evidence: the last photo of Travis alive. They argued that Jodi planned the attack, waiting for Travis to sit down before assaulting him. They claimed that Travis was stabbed in the heart, causing him to lose consciousness. Despite his attempts to defend himself, he was overwhelmed due to severe bleeding. The pool of blood outside the bathroom supports the theory that his throat was cut after the stabbings. A medical examiner's report suggests Travis was likely shot in the head last. Jodi's version contradicts this, claiming Travis was shot first. After Jodi spent a whopping 18 days on the witness stand, well prepared for the expected questions, with complete confidence, she gave instinctive and well-rehearsed responses. She believed her manipulative skills would ultimately save her from the charges. During the trial, Jodi subtly attacks Travis's character, pretending to hold back on negative details to preserve his reputation. However, her true intention was to utterly destroy his image. This was her twisted version of the events that led to the tragic killing, presented in her own words. In a shocking twist, she revealed that she found a hidden gun and claimed Travis was accidentally shot, but couldn't explain the 27 stab wounds. She said she accidentally shot him, but her actions seemed deliberate. The prosecutor pointed out inconsistencies, questioning her credibility. The debate centered on whether Travis was solely shot, but Jodi couldn't prove it, prolonging the discussion for 45 minutes. Eventually, on April 13, 2015, Jodi Arias received a life sentence without parole. The conclusion that left us pondering the depths of deception and its irreversible consequences. The idea that a woman killed her ex-boyfriend due to jealousy makes me feel horrified. Not as horrified as when I watched the most disgusting case you'll ever see. Click that video right here.